Well, if it isn't Redkwan, your timely Nintendo news destination. Don't go to GameXplain, you've got Redkwan to fill you in. Remember when Dr. Mario World was announced? Now I'm guessing that most of the people watching this video are probably people who enjoy playing their Nintendo games on a dedicated system. You probably like the Switch, maybe you like the 3DS if you're still pretending it's relevant, or maybe you're still playing your NES. Might be time for an update there, bud. But Nintendo is also trying to reach into the mobile market with their popular series, and if it's going to happen either way, which I think it is, it's worth looking into what games would be best for that platform. So what Nintendo series should go mobile? Well, if we take a look at the broad overview of Nintendo series, not a whole lot legitimately stands out to me. Just about everything Nintendo is built specifically for systems with a large variety of button inputs, which doesn't really work for mobile devices. And the game series that would be good choices have largely been picked over. Pokemon and Fire Emblem are obviously a lot easier to do because, as RPGs, there isn't a need for real-time button inputs from a bunch of controls. Animal Crossing is relaxed and slow-paced, so it works alright on phones too. With Mario Kart, you really just need to be able to go, brake, and turn, which isn't too bad, and Mario is just really popular. Just toss him on there. So we're left with the scraps. It's slim pickings now. So let's look at some of the best available options, say which are good choices, which are bad choices, and what the best choice is overall. Hello all 1,600 of you, I'm Redkwan, and what Nintendo series should go mobile? Let's start with one of Nintendo's biggest series, Zelda. Now, like 2 years ago, it was reported that Nintendo is going to be making a Zelda app, and well, we still haven't seen it. Is it still coming? Was it just a rumor? Do we already know the answers to these questions? I have no idea, so I'll pretend like we don't know anything and discuss it on its own merits. I don't think a Zelda game would be a good choice. Sure, Zelda is a popular series, and it's my favorite Nintendo series, but as we've seen with Nintendo's other mobile games, being a popular series doesn't mean a whole lot in the mobile market. Mario Run was Nintendo's least successful game, while Fire Emblem has been its most successful, and outside of it being a popular series, Zelda doesn't have much going for it. The Zelda games require a whole lot of input from the player, which would seem almost impossible to replicate well on a phone screen, and simplifying it to a level in which it would work would ruin the experience anyway. It could theoretically be adapted into something else entirely, but with the Zelda name and theme, like how some companies do mobile card game spin-offs, but I don't want to see Zelda given that fate, and I don't think anyone would care. That took longer than I expected for a single series, so I'd better pick up the pace. Metroid. Well, seeing as Metroid is a shooting game, and also a single-player adventure game, and also a game where you need to do a huge number of different abilities, which typically takes dozens of hours to beat, no, it'd be terrible. Splatoon would also be a pretty bad choice, I think. I know online shooters have made mobile entries before, but while I haven't played them, I can't imagine they're terribly good. And if it's not of a pretty high quality standard, I don't think Nintendo would want to put it out anyway. Plus, if it was good, that sort of game would seem like the kind of thing that could get people to not buy Splatoon 2, or maybe even a Switch in general, because they can just play something close enough to on their phones. And ARMS? No. So what are we left with? Well, I think the games that are left could actually be decent candidates. One such candidate is F-Zero. I know a lot of people have been waiting forever for a new F-Zero, and having an announcement for F-Zero Mobile would be flat out cruel, but if Mario Kart could work, F-Zero probably could too. And if an F-Zero mobile game was successful, it might inspire Nintendo to make another one soon. So I think it could work, and I don't think it would be a bad idea. Another series I think could do well is Pikmin. Again, it would be cruel for Pikmin fans, but I think the Pikmin controls could actually translate pretty well to mobile devices. You could tap to throw the Pikmin like you could with the Wii U gamepad, although you probably don't know what I'm talking about because apparently everyone just used a Wii Remote and nunchuck, and you could hold down on a certain area to call the Pikmin, and you could hold in some direction to move around. I think it could actually work pretty well. Plus, Pikmin really lends itself to short bursts of gameplay because of the whole day system, which also helps with the shorter mobile play sessions. Star Fox would probably also work, if they had it so that you always flew forward, shoot by tapping, and move with the gyro. I think it would be simple enough to work control-wise, and it'd probably be pretty fun. But I think the best candidate for this is Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker was super popular when it came out, and I think it would be a ton of fun for a lot of people. I also can't imagine it not doing well. On a phone touchscreen, people could design their levels pretty easily, and to play them, they could just borrow the gameplay from something like Super Mario Run. Would that mean that people who bought Mario Run would be completely gypped? Yeah, probably. Do I care for the sake of this video? Not really. It even works perfectly for microtransactions, everyone's favorite things in the whole wide world, because Nintendo could sell extra pieces you could use for building. So while I'm not a big fan of mobile games, I think some Nintendo series could actually work pretty well in the format, and I think Super Mario Maker would actually probably be the best option for a new game to go mobile. Well, I mean, maybe not for Nintendo, but yeah, it would be a good fit. Anyways, I'm Redkwan, thank you all for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all later. Goodbye.
Hey, look, we're going over there. Making new videos, so you better behave. Oh, hey, that's right, you see. Going through and through in a Zambia.